Dad pressed harder on the gas pedal, muttering something about outrunning a farm animal, which was ridiculous because, somehow, the cow was still keeping up. Every time he glanced in the rearview mirror, there it was, its big brown eyes locked on us, hooves clopping like thunder, tongue flopping out of its mouth like it was enjoying the jog of its life. "Maybe it just likes us," Mom offered, though she sounded more nervous than hopeful. "Or maybe," Grandpa said, leaning forward with a grin, "this is a sign. The cow is our spirit animal. It has chosen us." Dad nearly swerved into the guardrail. "It's not a sign, Dad. It's a COW. And it's following my CR." My little brother clapped like we were at a circus. "This is the best pet ever." Meanwhile, my cousin, still sticky from the cow's sneeze, was filming again. "This is gold. Viral gold. I'm calling it, Runaway Cow Road Trip. 1,000,000 views, easy." The situation escalated when the cow tried to cross a toll booth. Yes, you read that right. As we slowed to pay, the cow trotted right up behind us. The toll booth attendant's face went from boredom to pure confusion. "That yours?" she asked, jerking her thumb toward the giant beast breathing down her lane. Dad gripped the wheel tighter. "No. Absolutely not." The cow mooed loudly, like it was disagreeing. The attendant squinted. "Well, it followed you here. That's a livestock fee." "What?" Dad shouted. Before Dad could argue further, the cow licked the toll booth glass, leaving a slimy trail across the window. My aunt screamed, "It has germs." My cousin whispered, "This is even better than I thought." And Grandpa calmly handed the lady a stick of gum as if that would settle the matter. We barely escaped the toll booth before the attendant could call someone, but the cow kept on trotting, determined as ever. At this point, Mom decided we should embrace the adventure. She pulled out a notepad and announced, "We're naming it." Suggestions flew from the back seat. Buttercup. Sir Moington. Cowzilla. But the winner, declared by Grandpa with a dramatic flourish, was Steve. "Yes," Grandpa said proudly, "he looks like a Steve." So now, apparently, we had a pet cow named Steve. But here's where things got worse. As we stopped at a rest area to refuel, Steve wandered into the parking lot, and straight toward a bus full of tourists. They gasped, cheered, and immediately started taking selfies with him. Someone even asked if they could ride him. My brother shouted, "He's our cow," like we had adopted him legally. My cousin shouted, "Don't touch Steve, he's famous now." And Dad shouted the loudest of all, "He is not our cow." But it was too late. Because just then, one of the tourists loudly declared, "This must be a promotional stunt." "What's it for? A movie? A TV show?" And before we could deny it, my cousin grinned and said, "Yep. It's called The Great Cow Chase. Coming soon to theaters near you." The crowd went wild. They applauded. They actually applauded. People lined up to take pictures with Steve. Grandpa signed someone's water bottle like he was a celebrity. My aunt tried to sell smoothies. And Dad? Dad stood there in stunned silence, looking like a man whose last shred of sanity was being sucked out through his ears. That's when he said it. The words that sealed our fate. "Get in the car. Now. Before we end up on the evening news." We scrambled back into the car, but when Dad started the engine, one thing was clear, Steve wasn't leaving. He stood in front of the hood, blocking our path, mooing like a warning. Mom gasped. What if he really does want to come with us?" Dad groaned. "Then may God help us all." And with that, Steve trotted to the side of the car, as if ready to escort us wherever we were headed next.